First morning without the automated feeder, and here's Hydrox waiting in the middle of the patio, watching the back door, wanting to be fed. And there's Hydrox outside. He's eating his food. I just fed him, gave him some dry food, wet food, and I wet it all down with some water. So here's Boo. He just showed up. Good morning, Boo. Good morning, Boo. Here's the food I put out for him. Maybe he doesn't know it's here because it's a new thing now. This is the first day. So I'm gonna move the food over. Oh, now he sees it. Now he sees it. Okay, he just came right out to eat. Feral cats are very, very smart. And again, looking at his head, looking at his ear, I don't see anything. There's no scabs, there's no blood, there's no puncture wounds, there's really nothing. Hydrox, eat your food. Hey guys, I have a Dollar Tree haul here. I just got back from the Dollar Tree. I bought a bunch of stuff for the outside cats, for Boo to be comfortable. So I'm going to start this haul outside. So the first thing I got were these mats. They had these small little rug mats. That's what they look like on the back. So I got this gray striped one. I also got this gray striped one. And then they also had these gray mats. The reason I bought these is because I want to put new mats in the cat condo, the IKEA rolling cart that was converted into a cat condo last year. It's been outside, and this is what I had inside of it last year, so I bought 3 more of these because I know these work well for that purpose. And then they also had these. This is the first time that I ever saw these in a Dollar Tree. They are large squares of carpet, and they're really heavy. And on the back, it's like a really heavy, like rubber or vinyl. And I just noticed this. I didn't even notice this in the store. It says, "Biscuit says simply the best," and then it shows a dog. So maybe these are for pets or for dogs. I don't know. It says they're made in the USA. They just look like they're some kind of like carpet remnants. But I like the fact that they're really heavy and they're not gonna, like, a cat could even scratch it. They're not gonna like move around a whole lot. Whereas these are really light and they do move around a lot. So I bought these ones, the heavy ones, to put under the house where Boo's been hanging out. And yeah, I'm gonna put these where I want to put them, and then I'll show you the results. So here's the cat condo right now. It just has some old towels in it. So I'm gonna replace these with the mats. And these mats are too big for the cat condo. They do work nicely when I put them this way. So I'm basically pretty much just going to cut them in half. There's one folded in half, and that will fit perfectly. So here's what the cat condo looks like with the mats inside of it. It looks much better than with the towels inside of it. I like how the gray of the mats matches the gray of the cat condo. And since I only used half of each mat in each level, I still have 1.5 mats left. So it's actually enough to redo these again in a few months if these mats get all funky. And yes, I did just use a regular pair of scissors to cut through those mats. Now this is what is currently going on in the little alcove under the house. It's those other mats, and then I put a scratcher there. So I'm going to put these heavy-duty carpet mats under there, and these should stay in place better because they're heavier, and they should look nicer also. And here's what the rug under the house looks like right now. I was able to cut a piece down to size with a box cutter. It was really easy to cut. The size of these squares are really pretty perfect for this little alcove area. Do you see the color change on the cement? See how the cement is darker out here and it's lighter under here? Because under here it doesn't get hit by all of the elements. Maybe the very edge of this carpet might get a little rain on it, but the vast majority of the weather happens out here. So it's really like the perfect size for this area under the house. So that's what's there. And then I put another piece on this side. It's not laying flat right now because there's some wood under the shelter area to keep it raised off the ground. And that wood is a little bit too long. So eventually I'll have that wood cut down, and then this piece will lay flatter. And then we have that Think Positive mat from last year. So I think this looks a lot better and a lot neater than I did before with just a bunch of those other rugs haphazardly thrown under there. So the other thing that I'm doing right now is I am taking this scratcher, the cardboard scratcher, out of this box. Now, it was in the box when it was hanging up, which I think is fine, but I did notice yesterday that when Boo went to use the scratcher, he would use this and the box would just like slide. So if I take it out of the scratcher, it's not gonna slide all over and he's gonna like it a lot better. So there's the scratcher. And here's Boo's little hangout area under the house. So he has nice new rugs that are not gonna move around. They're gonna be really secure there. He has his own cardboard scratcher. He has a little envelope with some catnip in it, and he has a sardine cat toy. Okay, so I just moved the Think Positive mat to near the other cat house. It's like a little welcome mat. And then here, in its place, I put one of those gray mats that were previously under the house. The reason why is because this is where this little plastic cat bed was, and when the landscapers came, they were blowing leaves and everything, they kind of blew it away. So I just put it back here, and it doesn't move around much on this gray rug. So if Boo goes to lay in this or play with this little cat bed, it's not going to move around a whole lot. So these are all of the pieces that are left over right now. I have these two mats. I didn't know if I was going to use them or not, but I figured let me buy them. They're $1 while I see them. This piece of the heavy duty carpeting, and then these other pieces if I want to refill the cat condo. So these are going to go into my garage, just in storage. I'm just going to do the rest of this haul out here also. That way I could just put everything away when I get it inside. So let me show you the other stuff that I got at the Dollar Tree. I bought 3 cans of the Friskies pate. They sell these large cans there, which is a good deal for only $1. 1 can of the ocean white fish and tuna, 1 can of the poultry platter, 1 can of the turkey and giblets dinner. These are all pate. If I'm buying canned food for cats, I like to stick with the pate because it has the highest real meat content versus like the bits and the shreds and all the other weird stuff that are usually filled with a lot of like starches, grains, and fillers. So I do always look for the pate, so I got these. They also had these sectional pet bowls, and I've been looking for sectional bowls for the cats since I took the automatic feeder away now. When I feed them, I'm going to give them food, wet food, dry food mixed with a little liquid, and I'm also going to give them water. So that's why I got these. Last year when I had Stella, the kittens, and Boo, I gave them the bigger party platters because that had 4 sections for food and 1 section for water. But I'm not comfortable feeding Boo and Hydrox off of the same party platter right now. So I got these. I got 2 of this like yellow color, although this color looked green in the store, but that's fine. I got 2 of the red color, and I got 2 of the blue color. The reason why is because I do rotate them. So if I give them, let's say I give them breakfast in the blue ones, these will be outside all day, and then when I come home to give them dinner, I won't have to wash these right away. I can give them dinner in the red ones, and while they're eating out of the red ones, the blue ones can be washed and recycled for breakfast. And then I have 2 others just in case my schedule gets crazy busy and I don't have a chance to wash them right away. They go into like a utility tub and they'll sit there, and that way with 3 sets, it'll work out a lot better than if I had to kind of wash and clean after each meal. My schedule is just a little too hectic for that. So I got these were $1 each. It's a good deal. I picked up a set of these power clips. These are just kind of the heavy duty clips to keep bags shut. So I need some 4 bags of dry cat food. I also need some for bags of litter, just to make sure that the cats don't get into them. So that's what I want to use these for. And then I got this set of plastic cooking covers. They're basically, it's just basically like rigid plastic. I mean, it is bendable. These are 2 pieces. Got that, and then I also got this chopper scraper. And I know, looking at these, you're probably like, well, that's not cat stuff. So what I want to do with these is I want to use these for scooping up litter. Sometimes when the cats use the litter box, there could be like, I don't know, like a cup or more of litter outside of the litter box, and I hate like just vacuuming it up and wasting it. And a lot of times if I use like a little like dustpan and broom, it doesn't work too well on the litter. So that's why I got this. I'll be able to use this like the dustpan, and then this like a broom, and just like scrape everything in. So this is like what I'm talking about. I just got back and there's litter kicked outside of the box. That's what happens when these boxes are filled with litter. Sometimes when the level goes down a little bit, they're not as messy. So I'm gonna use these new things that I bought to scoop up the litter. Yeah, so that just saved a whole bunch of litter. It worked fairly well, and I just need to vacuum up the rest. It's about 5:30 p.m. I'm feeding the cats early today because I have an event to go to tonight. And here's the food inside the door. These are the new feral cat feeder bowls. This is some wet food, some dry food, and some water. And then this is some water. They're both getting the same thing. And here's Boo. Can you see him? He's sitting very close to the door. He's probably about 2 feet away from the door, waiting for his food. This is one of his new favorite spots. So I put his dish under the little feeder table that I have from last year. It's 2 feet by 2 feet by 1 feet tall. It's just enough to cover their food from the elements. That's why we made this table last year, so if I fed the cats and if it started to rain at any point, it would keep the food from getting wet. They love it when you add additional water and liquid to their food. First of all, cats love broth, and second of all, they don't tend to drink enough water most of the time. So it's good to give them that additional liquid. He's really enjoying that right now. And here's Hydrox eating his. He's licking his up also. They both really like their new dishes. Now, whether or not they drink any of the water in the water compartment, I don't really care because there's a lot of liquid in the food section. The other nice thing about these dishes is that they have like rubber on the bottom in the 4 corners. You see that darker section on the leg? It's like a little rubber area, so they don't slide around. They're watching each other as they eat. I would say that they're probably maybe 20 feet away from each other. Maybe less. I don't know where Hydrox went, but he tends to do this. He'll eat like half of his food, and then he goes off somewhere, and then he'll come back and finish it off. Oh, I see. So one of my neighbors is walking their dog down the street. It's on the other side of some tall bushes. He probably heard it, so he's gonna go see what's going on there. And there's Simba in the window, watching the outside cats. Boo looks like he's done for now. Again, he likes to eat part of it, and then he'll go sit down, groom himself, take a little rest, and then he'll go back and he'll eat more. Oh, he must smell some catnip on the floor. Okay, there he is on the new carpet. And there's the scratcher. I took it out of the box. And there's the envelope of catnip. Good, he's scratching it. So notice as he's moving around on this rug, these rugs are not moving at all. Those other smaller rugs would be moving all over the place. So I'm really happy that I found these today. They were cheap and they were exactly what I wanted to put under here. Something sturdy and durable and heavy. Okay, see, he ripped open the envelope. So now he's gonna get to the catnip. So right now it's like 6:20 and I'm leaving my house. Hopefully I'll be back before it gets dark. This is supposed to be over at 8:30. But it looks like Boo's been waiting here. He just wants to hang out with me, but I can't do that. So I'm gonna give him a few treats and then I'm gonna get going. Hey Boo! I probably gave him like 12 treats. I just put them on the floor because I need to get going. Hydrox is sitting here on the other side of the bushes, watching Boo. I hope they get along. So right now it is 8:45. I left the event early because it was running late, but I wanted to get home before it got dark. And look where Boo is. He's waiting for me by the steps. He has been sitting under the house on that cardboard cat scratcher. And the reason I know is because I put a security camera under the table facing him. And I checked on it a few times while I was away, and that's where he was. He was sitting on the cat scratcher. So he really likes that. That's really cute. He didn't finish his dinner, but I think he's hanging out waiting for me because he wants to play, because I did not play with him yet today. And I've played with him yesterday and the day before. So I'm gonna go put my bag inside and I'm gonna come out here and play with him for a little bit. He's decided that he is going to finish the rest of his food. He's been sitting under the house, waiting for me. And now that I'm back, he's gonna eat his dinner. Maybe he'll play after he eats. But the problem is that it's almost 9 p.m. at this point, and it's getting dark. And I can't be out here in the dark with him all night. But he has the wooden cat house, if he wants to go in there. He has the plastic tub. There's 2 plastic tub shelters. One's under the house, one's on the side of the yard. He has the nice carpeted area, and there's the motion spotlight just went off. He has the nice carpeted area under the house, and this whole yard is fenced in, so he does have a lot of protection. There are raccoons that walk through the yard, skunks, possums, stuff like that, but these animals usually just kind of peacefully coexist. Stella's watching from the door. Splashes in the window. I just gave him some dry food, because usually when he's looking for food, if he still has food in his bowl, he's looking for dry food. He might have gotten used to it when it was in the automatic feeder. Now there's 2 cats in the window. And 1 cat in the door. So Boo just spent about 10 minutes grooming himself. Now he's back under the house. He loves that cardboard scratcher. He was laying on it. He's playing with his little football toy. He still has a little bit of catnip left in the envelope. So it looks like he's gonna hang out here for a while. And I am gonna call it a night and go inside because I can't be out here all night with him. But I just want to document what's going on with this cat and the whole socialization process and the training process and stuff like that. Yep, the security light went off again.